place to stand. You could be on a mat or you could simply be on the floor. And if you struggle with balance at all, you're welcome to have a chair or a wall to hang on to. Sometimes that can be a nice thing to use for help. So from that nice comfortable standing place, first you'll just start to feel the feet ground down into the earth. Feet can be narrow or wide for these first few breaths. Feel your shoulders relax down your back. Feel the back of the neck get nice and long. Keeping the belly strong and drawing in towards the body. With an inhale, reach your arms up into the air. As you exhale, bring the hands down to press in front of the heart. Blinking your eyes open and locking your gaze on a still, steady point. You'll walk the feet into hips width distance. If you'd like to use your chair to balance, stand on the right leg first, so your chair could be on your right side. That would be easiest. Shifting your weight into your right foot. Feel the left heel lift. You're welcome to keep the toes on the ground. If you're able to, draw the left knee up into the chest. You can bring the left hand behind the left leg. Maybe you reach the right arm up into the air. Take a moment here. Feeling the foot where it presses into the floor. Feeling a little activation in your lifted foot. Foot could be pointed or flexed. Take some movement from the knee. Maybe you bring that right hand down under the leg. You could keep the right hand on the chair if you need to, with one or both hands on the back of the left leg. Inhale, see if you can straighten the leg, any amount. Exhale to bend. If you need to keep the leg a little closer to the ground, you could inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend and tap the toes. Picking any variation that works for you, inhaling to lengthen the leg, exhaling to bend. Seeing if you can feel that sense of length on the back of the leg as you kick the leg out long. We'll take one more round, stretch the leg out nice and long. Exhale, slowly bend the knee. Let the foot float down to the ground. If you have a chair, you can just move your chair out of the way. If you're on your mat, you can come up to the front of your mat. Hands will reach down towards the floor. You'll shift your weight over into your right foot. You'll take a long step back with the left leg. Toes come down. Maybe the heel presses down on the ground. Let the legs straighten. Both legs are straight for a moment. Feel the hips balanced in space. With an inhale, reach the arms up into there. With an exhale, bring the hands to press in front of the heart. Inhale to bend into the right knee. Feel the belly squeeze up and in. Feel the shoulders relax down the back. We'll take 3 slow, steady breaths here, pressing the feet down into the floor. Eyes can be open or closed. With your next inhalation, see if you can get just a little bit longer in your spine. As you exhale, keep the head over the hips, spin to the right. You're turning towards your bent knee. You can take your gaze out to the side, or you could try to take your gaze all the way over the back shoulder. Keep the belly drawing up and in. Stay focused on that nice deep breath. With an inhale, you'll turn back through center. Exhaling to press the feet down into the floor. With an inhale, you'll straighten the front leg, bring hands to the hips. With your next exhalation, You'll fold forward just until something starts to feel difficult. Could be in the hip, could be in the belly. Pausing here. If you need to stop here, you could stay right here, or you could come until you're parallel to the floor, really working that front leg, working the belly, maybe getting a little stretch on the back of the right leg. You can bring hands to the right leg. Just make sure those right leg muscles don't relax. Just one more big full breath here. As you inhale, let the knee bend as the head comes over the hips. Hands hang by the sides. As you exhale, see if you can balance for just a moment on your right foot. With your next exhalation, step left foot down to the ground. Let the shoulders roll down the back. You can take a few moments standing nice and tall, feeling the breath move in the body. If it feels nice, you might inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge and reach for the floor, finding your forward fold. Head hangs heavy. Knees might be very bent here. You could take any position with the arms that feels comfortable. Remember, you could also be standing up nice and tall if this pose does not work for your body. With your next exhalation, if you're folding forward, put a soft bend in the knees, lengthen the spine. With an exhalation, press into the feet. Bring yourself up to stand, shoulders roll down the back. Coming to our balancing practice on the left foot. If you need your chair, you can grab your chair. If you need a wall to hold on to, you can hold on to the wall. You'll shift your weight over into your left foot. Lock your gaze on a still, steady point on the floor or the wall in front of you. Start to feel the right knee draw up into the chest. Maybe you take your right hand just behind the knee on the back of the thigh. Maybe you lift your left arm up into the air. Take a moment holding here. Feel the contact of the left foot on the ground. Feel some activation in that right foot, flexed or pointed. Feel the belly drawing up and in. You could keep left hand in the air, or you could bring left hand behind the leg or to the hip. With an inhale, you'll straighten the right leg. With an exhale, you'll bend. Inhaling to straighten. And exhaling to bend. Remember, this could look very different in different bodies. You could inhale to straighten nice and low. Exhale to bend and tap the toes. Just 3 more at your own pace. With your next exhalation, let the knee bend. Let the toes tap down on the ground. And then you'll step up to the front of your mat. Find a big full inhale, big full exhale. Shift the weight back over into the left foot. And take a long step back with your right foot. Toes touch down. Maybe the heel presses down. Straighten both legs to start. Feel the feet pressing down into the floor, like you could slide the feet in to touch. With an inhale, reach the arms up into the air. Keep squeezing the belly in. With an exhale, let the hands press in front of the heart and bend the left knee. Squeeze the buttocks gently. Let the shoulders relax down the back. Make sure the back of the neck is nice and long. Remember, when we lengthen the back of the neck, we take the whole face backwards in space, gently pulling chin in towards the throat. Lifting up through the back of the skull. With your next inhalation, see if you can find any more length in the spine. With an exhale, you'll turn to the left towards your bent knee. Maybe you look straight out at your side. Maybe you see if you can take your gaze back over your left shoulder. Notice the breath here, how the breath moves in the body. Can you feel your breath moving in your belly, in your ribs, in your chest? With an inhale, spiraling forward. With an exhale, straightening the front knee. With an inhale, bring the hands down to the hips. On an exhalation, you'll start to hinge forward just until you feel a hint of challenge in the body. Pause for a moment, squeeze the belly up and in. Start to see if you could send the back of the left thigh up towards the sky. You might stay here, or you might be able to keep hinging forward until you're parallel with the ground. Remember, if you had a chair or a wall and you needed to hang on to something, you could. Hands could come to the top of the left thigh, keeping the leg active. Muscles don't relax on that left leg. With an inhalation, you'll lift head up over the hips. With an exhalation, you'll see if you can come to balance on the left foot. Just for a moment, right knee draws back up into the chest. Exhaling, step the right foot down, come back to your nice hips width distance stance. You could take a few breaths standing. Or you might inhale, reach the arms up into the air, look up in between the hands. Exhale, hang heavy towards the floor. Taking just 2 big deep breaths here. With an exhalation, softly bend the knees, firm the belly, reach the arms up into the air. Exhale, hands by the sides. With an inhale, reach your right arm up into the air. Step the feet just a little bit wider than the hips. See if you can put a little more space on the right side of the body. And take a little side bend to the left, letting the left hand reach down towards the knee. Take 1 big full breath in. See if you can hold the breath in for a moment. When the body is ready to exhale, come back through center. And inhale, reach your left arm up into the air. See if you can put a little more space between your left hand and your left hip. With an exhale, slide the right hand down towards the right knee. Take a big full inhale. See if you can hold the air in the body. When the body is ready to exhale, come back through center. Inhale, reach both arms up into the air. Exhale, bring hands to press in front of the heart. Take another big full deep breath here. If it works for your body, you'll turn the heels slightly in, toes out, and sit down into your squatting position. You could also stay standing. Touch thumbs to the chest. Take a big full inhale through your nose. Exhaling to sigh the air out through the mouth. And gently bowing your chin to your chest to seal your practice. Namaste.